Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomber here with this afternoon mountain weather update. I want to take you to radar because this is the storm system we're going to be dealing with for the next 2 or 3 days. And you can see what's coming. This next impulse of heavy snow is moving into Idaho and it's headed towards the Tetons. So heavy snow tonight, overnight, and throughout the morning tomorrow in the Tetons. Tomorrow is going to be a big powder day across Jackson Hole, Grand Targhee, and the Tetons. And then the whole frontal boundary is going to slip south on 3-7 across the Wasatch with moderate snow accumulations, and then eventually into Colorado, 3-7, 3-8, early 3-9, and then it's out of here. But that's our storm. Here's what I'm seeing this afternoon as far as bullet points, so we'll deal with that storm system. The Wasatch will have some light snow tomorrow that will refire, but it's really on the 7th when we're going to see moderate snow accumulations of 4 to 8 inches from Park City all the way up to Brighton and Solitude, Alta and Snowbird. And then potentially some heavy snow with a different storm system and a different pattern coming 3-12, 3-13. Tetons, again, it's been snowing there most of the afternoon, and you're going to pick up another 10 to 18 on top of that tonight, overnight, and tomorrow morning. And then another shot of heavy snow coming in with that separate storm system, 3-11 and 3-13. Colorado, you've got light snow tomorrow, and then moderate snow 3-7 and 3-8. The Northeast, you've got heavy rain coming tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night into early 3-7, and then potentially snow on 3-10, 3-11, assuming the temperatures stay cold enough with that. All right, let me take you back. I want to show you water vapor satellite imagery here this afternoon and show you what I'm seeing. So the whites, the blues, the greens, that's going to be your moisture aloft, and you can see that's a storm system, and it's pushing out this boundary and this impulse of heavy snow, and that's the one that's going to ride into the Tetons tonight into tomorrow morning with that heavy snow, and then eventually the whole thing's going to drop south, but this low will be going south and developing across the four corners, and then eventually it'll become a Colorado low, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9. So here's the jet setup, end of day today. Here's 3-6 end of day, and there goes our storm system. You can see the trough, the dip in the jet there, sliding down through Utah, and then eventually it's going to move into Colorado. There it is on 3-8, potentially lasting into early 3-9, and then it's over. And then the pattern shifts, and that second storm system I was alluding to hits the Pacific Northwest, BC, northern tier with heavy snow accumulation. And that'll be the case 3-9, 3-10, 3-11, and probably 3-12. But then look what happens here. On 3-13, the whole thing buckles with the northern branch, and we get the big trough that dives down into Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. So by 3-13 and 3-14, we're talking about moderate to heavy snow in Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. And there's your view by the end of day on 3-14, still looking at the same setup. All right, let's look at the precip. So this is the forecast radar by 5:30 today. Some very light snows in Colorado, and that heavy band of snow continuing to develop over the top of the Tetons. And there we go by tomorrow morning. Heavy snow over the Tetons, and then look what's happening. The whole thing is sinking to the south, and by 3-7, we're talking about snow development with moderate accumulations over the Wasatch, and then the low begins to develop in Colorado. There's Friday in the morning on 3-8. A low is spinning up over southeast Colorado and strengthening, and we'll get some snow enhancement all the way down into Denver as a result. And then it's still there, early 3-9, and then it's gone. And then the next pattern favors the Pacific Northwest and BC through 3-12, and then eventually the whole thing dives down to the south and affects Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, 3-13 and 3-14 with moderate to heavy snow accumulation. All right, let me just show you my latest grand totals map by late 3-14, looking at about 2 feet in the Tetons, anywhere from 1 to 2 feet in the Wasatch, and that's from 2 different storm systems. A lot of that actually comes from the storm system on 3-13, 3-12, 3-13, 3-14. In Colorado, again, 2 different storm systems delivering grand totals of probably 8 to 16 inches. A couple pockets of heavier accumulation there. And big-time numbers up in the Pacific Northwest, looking at 2, 3, over 3 feet of snow potentially in Washington and parts of the coastal range of BC. And the numbers in Idaho, 8 to 12 inches, looking at potentially another 10 to 20 from Tahoe north to Shasta. All right, let me break it down by time period. So the rest of today, you've already had some accumulation in the Tetons, but on top of that, another 10 to 18 overnight tomorrow morning. Very light snows in the Wasatch, refiring tomorrow in Colorado. Some light additional accumulations of 1 to 3 inches, and maybe another 10 over Shasta. Second period, 3-7 through 3-9. All of that shifts south. On 3-7, it rolls through the Wasatch and then into Colorado, with some light to moderate accumulations. In some places, you might have a pocket of moderate to heavy. And already the big numbers starting to tick up in Whistler, and some snows on Baker. All right, final time period. 310 through 314 is a big period, especially up in the Pacific Northwest. Look at interior BC, 6 to 10 through Fernie and Red Mountain, 6 to 10 through parts of Sun Valley, Brundage, and Schweitzer. And the numbers over the Tetons, another 8 to 12, so potentially another foot of snow during that time period. And you can see the numbers in the Wasatch, anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half. That's why that's going to be a big period, especially 312, 313, 314, and then, of course, that rolls into Colorado as well. Okay, let's go to the Northeast. Now, it's really a split forecast because it's all rain, 3-6, early 3-7, and then the snow that you see here comes in potentially 3-10 and 3-11 with some moderate to heavy accumulations if it holds together and the temperatures are cold enough. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this afternoon Mountain Weather Update. Always appreciate you tuning in here, and take care.